Hey guys, what's up? It's Schla coming back to ya with another episode of Car Rides with Schla. And I'm dealing with pretty unfortunate circumstance. So that's why I'm in a pretty poor mood. And yeah, it's pretty rough right now for me. So I'm gonna be like extra late. Extra late. I'm trying to figure out what to do. Just want to get out straight. There we go. Alright, well, yeah, like I said, we're gonna be extra late today. But I guess that's just how it goes. You know? I already waited a while to start the recording, but, yeah. Oh my gosh, here we are. What do I have to say about things? I don't know. I mean, I don't have too much else. Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty late. I mean, I can't imagine. Can't imagine I won't. That's a shame. It's a shame, but like, I mean, I don't know what you can do. Certain things in life you just can't win them all. Sorry, I'm just recovering from all that. Um, I'm not really gonna elaborate, but I'm just kind of tired of being put in those kind of situations where I guess it feels like, it's not fair. There's a lot of things that I've been put through that I've had to succeed with that I don't think other people could or would be able to figure it out, and I don't know what other people would even do in this situation, but I guess there's that saying about like God leaving his strongest battles for others, like I don't, or something about, yeah, like, so, because at the same time I'm still whining about not much at the end of the day. Like, I don't really know. And I guess it's important to keep that perspective and not get so, like, frazzled about things. And what I was going to say with how I'm doing, it's like, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. But, it's like, it's still a lot of the same kind of vibes where I just need some time off, like, and I know I could take time off, but I just can't do that mentally. I can't do that mentally. I have to, well, mentally, I really want to save my paid time off. So mentally I can't. Probably next year I can, but I think I'm not really sure what the best idea is going forward, because it's like I just have to get through the present. I have to get through the present. And it's kind of a rough present to get through. I mean, there is definitely, or well, I'm not going to go as far as to say definitely a light at the end of the tunnel, but there is a pretty decent potential for a light at the end of the tunnel. And yeah, I don't know. There is a decent potential. Yeah, man, I'm gonna get to work so late. I'm gonna get to work later than I've gotten to work in a very long time. In a very long time. But yeah, I mean, that's always, I guess, what it comes back to is how, it's there is some invalidity to a lot of my complaints, like, but I see things in a higher way that I think many people can't. But I think, what I'm coming to find out is there's also plenty of people who are in a much worse position than I am, and they also see things in a higher way like myself. There's also people like that too. So it ultimately does not add much warrant to my justifications for my behavior. It's like, because yeah, certain things that you know get upset by, or everybody has problems in their life, right? But I don't know. I mean, the things I have to deal with, they're frustrating to me, but I think in the grand scheme of things, it's just like not like that. I don't know. So I guess it's important. I guess so, but I mean, you wonder too, like, do we add all the meaning behind our struggle and suffering to cope with it? Like, how do we actually know that there's some kind of meaning beneath it all? And, I'm not sure that it adds up or makes that much sense. I don't know, it's just been such a weird time for me. I feel like I'm taking in so much, and then there isn't much. Like, it's just been an exhaustive time where I feel like I'm just, I kind of wanted, and I actually think there's recorded evidence of this too. Back in the other, like the previous car rides with Schlas and things, for a while, I I'd kept saying, like, things should really get better after December. And it's like, did that really happen? Or it's kind of like we're still, um, kind of going through something. Like, I mean, I just don't know. And I almost think mentally I've kind of diminished as well. So that definitely affects things, because really it's like, I feel like well, first started working, I was almost in a stronger place mentally, because I had never worked before, and at first you kind of have that, innocence about it. You have your innocence about work, you have your, like, really trying to make a good impression. But, after working for years, technically, you it wears off. And now there's not a history of me wanting to get a job and sitting around with nothing to do, but now there's a history of, like, a blur, of, like, way too much work. And I guess that's just how the cookie crumbles. But it's a weird situation. And I've been muscling through with this overtime thing. I mean, I just keep thinking about that recently too. Like, is it time to chill with the overtime? Because I just don't know if that's really what's best for me. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, I don't know how much of a difference it makes, but because I'm just not, like, I'm not really getting anything done. Like, that's kind of the problem. Is like, I have certain things that I want to do, and I just keep, like, not exactly getting to them. And that's a pretty big problem, obviously. And in addition to that, it's like things keep getting worse. Like, I've been wanting to clean my room, and instead there's more stuff in there now. There's more stuff to do now. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't know. I'm just happy I'm pulling through today. Like, I'm just happy I'm pulling through. Like I'm even still like showing up, and I mean it's crazy like how I'm really on like kind of a last limb about things. You know, I am. I've I've mentioned it before, like I didn't work for a long time. I didn't really have, like, I had such a good easy life, you know, and it's not really good I was allowed to get to that point, I guess, but you know, it is what it is, and it is what it is, and I completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, I know this episode's terrible, but that's fine because I'm not even. I'm happy that like I'm even here. That's like where we're at today. I'm happy that I I made it. You know, that's what I'm thinking about. Like we're here, we made it, we're fine. That's what I'm thrilled about. Whoa. Guy like swung in behind me. But he was doing normal stuff. He wasn't being that crazy. Just caught me off guard, yeah. I'm so tired. Whoa. Sorry. Where was I? My apologies, friends. I'm just happy I'm making it today. I know the episode won't be good. Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking about now. I'm having like random flashbacks to the parts and the points in my life, I guess, where things made more sense. And I'm not really talking about for me personally, because if anything, largely speaking, things have improved as time has gone on, but I'm talking about, the larger picture. I really feel like when I grew up, things were pretty good. Grew up during a pretty great time. I don't know. That's how it feels, at least. That's always how it's felt, even all these years later. Okay. But yeah, I just don't know what happened. I mean, people really did change. I think a lot of people went crazy. I've already talked about in my other videos why. So, there you go. I do think about though how I've made so many videos or said so many things that I don't think they make any sense at all now, like in retrospect. Crazy how that works. Yeah, sorry, I'm just thinking, I guess it's when I'm drained. I just need some time for thoughts, but, so definitely been some lousier episodes, but it's like I'm not really too sure what I can do about that because it's just like that's just how it is. I feel like that's just how it is. And I'm very tired. So don't have your hopes high for the next episode either. I'll say that much. That would be My personal recommendation. Don't watch this one, don't watch the next one. You know what I'm saying? So. But yeah, I just want to rest. I should be getting to work right now, but instead I'm not going to get to work for another 10 minutes, so. Yeah, I guess that tracks kind of. I'm just so happy I'm here. Oh my gosh, I'm just so happy. I'm just on the road. I'm so happy that I'm on the road. I've never been more happy. I've never been more happy to be on the road. You know, so. We at least got that to say for ourselves. But yeah, I mean, I get it, man. I mean, if people got poor sleep every day, like, I know my sleep score is going to be garbage. But if people are getting poor sleep every day, I still got a 71, though. That's, I mean, but no, it really is messed up for today, so that's not good. Um, but there's people where I feel like every day it's like this. Well, I guess today I'm just going here. Usually try to avoid this lane because it's all bumpy and weird, but I didn't get to avoid it today. Too tired. Like I said, just happy I'm on the road. And just hoping, waiting, and praying to be off the road again. But we still got a decent amount of work to muscle through. So that's not great. It is the first day of the week. It's not fun. But that's what I'm saying is I can imagine how if this is really every day for people, like, yeah, you know, it makes sense. It makes sense why, you know, a lot of times when I'm looking down to others and wondering why they're not keeping up, why it seems like they're not trying. This is why. This is why. Yeah, and then I keep thinking of different topics, and I guess it's a lot of things I'm not really too interested in talking about. So then I'm just thinking them, you know. And then that's a whole thing. Yeah, no, it's a shame. I just keep thinking of things, but I'm not gonna say them because It's about stuff that I don't know. So great, great, great. The last thing I need is a traffic jam right now. Like, seriously. So I'm gonna have to stay late today to make up for getting there so late. Like, wow. Wouldn't have thought. But, you know, I am here later than usual, so I wouldn't be surprised if we can just chalk it up to that. Like I've explained, I mean, even just being 10 minutes off, which in this case, it's probably closer to 15, but things like really can ramp up traffic wise, so. Yeah, I'm just too tired for talking. So, forget this episode. Seriously, forget it. Too tired for it. Yeah, I'm in a weird way today, guys. Today, I'm in a weird way. In a weird, tired way. Weird, tired, and cold. And that's really weird because I basically never even feel that way. Mm-hmm. Well, All right. We made it. And yes, it does seem like there's a fair bit of vehicles on the road. I don't know. It may just be the timing. I'm not sure, but I definitely am not a fan of it. Alright, guys, well, I've been done with this show, so it's been schla. Now it's time to buy schla. So, see ya, schla.